We'll just do it next week. I'll just start uploading them. Well, hello, folks.
Just a little behind the scenes stuff there.
Yeah, there you go, a little behind the scenes sneak peek. Alright, so welcome back to Attack the Pack. Boom! Yeah, I didn't really get the fist in there, but I didn't feel like getting up all the way. This is our schedule review, and we are on to Week 8 NFL primetime games. Games with interesting storylines. And the first game to talk about is the Lions versus the Chiefs, and just like last week, it's at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Time because it's in London. Alright, so, Joe, will a Chiefs wide receiver score a touchdown in this game?
We would hope that one has scored a touchdown prior to this game.
I don't know, this could be the game where it has to happen.
That could.
Got Jimmy Macklin.
I mean, statistics say it's got to happen at some point.
Just how an undefeated team eventually has to lose, a wide receiver eventually has to catch a touchdown.
Unless it's the Lions winning in Green Bay.
Was that 23 straight games? Jesus. So that's 23 years? Because that's not counting playoffs, right?
I don't know, I don't think so.
That's like 23 years. God. Oh man, that's crazy. All right. Yeah. Hopefully the Lions and Chiefs aren't too jet lagged and they put on a good game.
Yeah.
It'd be good to see a good game from them in London. Next we have prime time Packers versus the Broncos. And before we get into that, I'd also like to mention there's of course Miami. I believe, wasn't that the Thursday night game?
Yeah, Miami at the Patriots.
Miami at the Patriots, and that's always interesting just to see if Miami's going to beat Brady. They are in prime time, so you know what I get to call this game? Dolphins versus Patriots. The underlying story, Ndamukong Suh versus Tom Brady's nuts. Do they get stepped on?
Will the Ndamukong Suh deflate Brady's balls?
Yes! 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 Oh.
Deflate Gate 2.0. We need to edit this video and have some memes popping in there.
Have like Randy Marsh's ball sack from South Park tingling on the screens up there. And then have a picture of Ndamukong Suh like. Whoops, there goes the calculator. Who knew we'd get some Who knew we'd get so much pleasure from talking about ball stomping?
Anyways, Packers v Broncos.
No, hold on, don't move on from this yet, because there's like, seriously though.
We gotta milk it for all it's worth.
Did you have to go there? Seriously though, like, and Ndamukong Suh, notorious for getting penalties.
Yeah.
You sneeze on Brady, you get a penalty.
I don't know, man. He's got a tarnished record now.
So, like, I wonder if Vegas probably has an odds thing going on this. Whether or not Ndamukong Suh gets called for a flag while hitting Brady, or touching Brady, or sneezing on Brady.
Oh, man.
Alright, so on to the Packers versus the Broncos.
I think I'm crying a little bit.
Yeah. I forgot to turn the light out. I just noticed that. I've been doing this for like an hour and forgot to turn the light out. Packers versus Broncos. You got Rodgers versus Peyton. I don't know if they've ever played each other before.
I don't believe they have.
Huh. Well, unfortunately, it couldn't happen when Peyton was in his prime or even close to his prime, like the first year he got with the Broncos. But it's at the Broncos, so should be an interesting battle. Should just be, one of those scoring fests.
Week 8. How's Manny's arm going to be looking at this point?
Now that's a good point. I mean, it's halfway through the season. What's the wear and tear on that arm going to look like? That's a very good point.
How will the Packers handle the altitude?
They'll be gasping for breath. Can't breathe. Blood's too thin. All right, and so moving on to our third matchup, primetime matchup worth watching, we have Andrew Luck and the Colts versus Cam Newton and the Panthers. We have guy who just got paid playing guy who will eventually get paid, but more importantly, talking value here. Would you pay that kind of money for Andrew Luck? Yes. Would you pay that kind of money for Cam Newton? No. So this is Cam Newton's opportunity now. Now, it's at Carolina, but this is his opportunity to go out and battle. Now, it's unfair to put him against Aaron Rodgers or something like that and say, hey, you didn't play up to Aaron Rodgers' standard, then you don't deserve a contract. But this is his opportunity to go out and play against. No, I'm saying Aaron Rodgers had some seasoning. He's been able to perfect his game.
They paying the man like Aaron Rodgers, so play like that.
They are, but he hasn't had the years' experience that Aaron has. But however, he does in fact have more experience by 1 year than Andrew Luck. So this is his chance to go out in a direct head-to-head matchup, outduel Andrew Luck. And he should have a phenomenal opportunity at that because the Panthers' defense is what carried them to the playoffs last year.
Oh, yeah.
And for the most part, it remained intact. Greg Hardy was a non-factor, and he left. So
their defense and the abysmal situation of
that
division.
But I digress. Their defense, just like the Cardinals last year, carried them to the playoffs. So that should bode well for like Andrew Luck's numbers being small. So he shouldn't have
Luke
that
Kuechly's
much.
going to be flying around the field.
Yeah, Luke's going to be all over the field.
Wreaking havoc.
And the Colts defense, once again, as I mentioned before, it's a wild card. We don't know what we're going to get with them. So, question is, can he do it? If he's ever going to do it, everything's lining up in his favor. His defense is super solid. They went out and they got him another receiver in Devin Funchess. Now, whether or not Devin Funchess produces is on Devin Funchess.
Yeah.
But they got him another tall receiver to throw to.
Yeah, you got
Greg Olson's balling. He had 1,000 yards receiving. Kelvin Benjamin had 1,000 yards receiving. Jonathan Stewart was getting into a groove last year. So, there's no longer, that it wasn't a controversy, but that distraction of, which running back do I put in this week, Williams or Stewart? We're paying them both. Fuck it, Williams is gone. Here's Stewart.
Yeah.
So as long as he can stay healthy, there's Stewart. So can Cam Newton, with all that in his favor, outduel Andrew Luck and show? Because this is what he's going to have to do.
Oh yes.
He's going to have to do this in the playoffs because he's going to be facing these kind of caliber quarterbacks in the playoffs. So he's going to have to do this and be able to overcome other quarterbacks' play. So this is prove it or lose it time. This is where you prove, hey, I am worthy of this contract. Prove the doubters like me and you wrong. Prove us wrong. Go out there and ball.
Make yourself worthy of going.
Exactly, because although I ain't gonna lie, last year wasn't all him. I mean, hell, the dude was playing banged up and injured with like a fucking broken or fractured something. It seemed like every week. So, but I digress. That's my take on the storyline heading into the Colts and Panthers game. But who knows? The Colts could be 0-8 by this point, or 0-7 actually.
True.
And it could be a stinker, but who knows? All right. So, any thoughts, Joe?
No. Be an interesting game. I think Colts will win.
Probably will. All right. So, that does it for this edition of Attack the Pack. Come on back. We're going to go ahead and hit week 9.